I have been following this Peng Shuai story for a couple of days now. One of you guys actually alerted me to this, I think it was on Friday. For those of you that don't know, Peng Shuai is a Chinese professional tennis player. There has been growing concern internationally because she's been missing since the beginning of November. Peng Shuai did something that you just don't do in China. Here in America, I can sit here and trash politicians, trash athletes without fear of reprisal. I don't have to worry about a SWAT team kicking down my door because I said Joe Biden's brain dead. In China, if you say the communist government is corrupt, you disappear. Anyone know what happened to Hung Pham? Yeah, while walking down the street one day, he mysteriously fell into a sewer drain. It was the strangest thing. You don't speak out against the communist Chinese government. If you want to live, you don't do it. Now, if you're in the mood to die, just go ahead and publicly state that Xi Jinping is an asshole. The CCP will happily buy you a first class ticket to hell. Earlier this month, Peng Shuai took to social media and accused former Vice Premier Zhang Gaoli, I think is his name. I don't know. I can't pronounce his name, but she accused him of sexual assault. She publicly claimed that he coerced her into sex, and then she admitted that they had an on again, off again consensual relationship. I'm not an expert when it comes to sexual assault. By the way, let me clear something up real quick while I'm thinking about it. In one of my videos over the weekend, I went off topic, started talking about the odds being stacked against you to have a happy marriage, another field where I am no expert. I don't remember how I started talking about that, but I received some comments and emails from a lot of you guys about what I said. I am not anti marriage. I know there are many people who are happily married. I know a lot of happily married people. What I was trying to convey was the fact that less people are getting married nowadays and there are less happy marriages today than in past generations. I think the reason for that, men and women today are too quick to divorce. Social media, along with dating apps, have not helped the institution of marriage. One of you commented that you had been married for 30 years and you met your wife at a wedding. Now, while that's entirely possible today, the majority of people are linking up through technology. Now, while that makes it convenient, while it makes it easier to meet people, it also makes it easier to end a relationship. The fear of loss is removed. If you break up with someone, their replacement is a right swipe away. If you're a decent looking dude who has a sense of humor, you can rack up 1 to 200 matches online in 24, 48 hours. Beautiful woman, forget about it. She'll have 1,000 in a matter of hours. It's made it easier to move on from someone. That's all I was trying to convey the other day. Don't listen to me. I am not the guy you come to for marriage advice. If you want to stay married, do the opposite of what I say. My marriage ended in divorce, so clearly I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Just like I'm no expert there, I'm also no expert when it comes to sexual assault. Peng Shuai claims that she was coerced into having sex with these Chinese government officials. Then she goes on to claim that they had a consensual relationship. Is that possible? Peng Shuai is 35 years old. At the time of this alleged sexual assault, she was 32. I'm a bit confused as to how you get tricked into having sex with someone. And I'm not trying to be funny here or saying that I don't believe Peng Shuai. I'm just confused by the allegation. Anyway, she puts this allegation on social media and immediately she disappears. The Chinese government, of course, removes the post, and Peng Shuai wasn't seen for a couple of weeks. Over the weekend, she was photographed at dinner and other various events. She had a 30-minute phone call with the International Olympic Committee to ease their concerns about her, which it didn't. Many people believe that she's being held against her will by the Chinese government. Now, this wouldn't be the first time someone has went missing in China, then resurfaced when people started questioning it. I have been somewhat surprised, though, by the coverage in the mainstream media. The media has spent the last decade trying to convince us that China is great. We need America to be more like China. Fundamental transformation of America. You look at media coverage of this story, And it's like they can't believe what's going on in China. They can't believe the Chinese government censors people. I'm going to try and play this clip from CNN. Hopefully, it will make it through YouTube without getting a copyright strike. I just want you to see one thing in this video. I've told you guys before how the Chinese government will censor live television. You'll be watching something on TV in China. Someone starts saying something that the government doesn't want the population to know about, and they silence it. Screen goes black, audio removed. This morning, CNN showed a live feed of what they were broadcasting in China. Take a look at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. That is the live feed of CNN in China. Take a look at it.
So, Will, I want to explain to our viewers what's happening on our screen right now, because underneath your face, they can see a box, which is the actual live feed of this broadcast in China, but it's all color bars. And it went to color bars the minute you started talking. So what's going on here?
If YouTube removes the video, the Chinese government distorted CNN's live feed. They started talking about Peng Shuai, and as soon as they did, the feed was cut. And you guys in the mainstream media want America to be more like China? These people in the woke media, they would not last 24 hours in China. Calling the president a racist, you'll only do that one time. Claiming a government official sexually assaulted someone, or even reporting on it, you'll be silenced if they allow you to live at all. We are 2.5 months away from the Beijing Olympics. I would not have said this a month ago, but I believe the Beijing Olympics are in jeopardy of being canceled. The resistance continues to grow. Many are pressuring countries to pull out altogether. There's pressure on Joe Biden here in America to ban athletes from going over to Beijing to compete. This story with Peng Shuai is one of many, many examples as to why China should not be hosting the Olympics. That's why the CCP is going to such great lengths to show the world that Peng Shuai is alive and well. She is safe. Look at her smiling at dinner. Yeah, she's smiling while being surrounded by officials of the Chinese government. The propaganda machine is out in full force in China. The editor-in-chief of the Global Times, a state-run tabloid in China, tweeted out a picture of Peng Shuai smiling, signing tennis balls for young children. He captioned with, "Can any girl fake such sunny smile under pressure?" He went on to claim that the people who were concerned about her well-being must be very dark inside. They must be doing this for political reasons. China is worried that they are going to lose the Olympics. It's too late for the IOC to just relocate it, but if the majority of other countries refuse to show up, the Olympics will not happen. And if that does happen, maybe China will finally get that Olympic win that they have been coveting for so long. Not only is the state-run media pushing propaganda in China, they're ignoring the fact that Peng Shuai has been missing for over 2 weeks. They're pretending it never happened, like it was just a made-up story. This is the shit Enos Kanter is talking about with China. This is the government the NBA and LeBron James are in bed with. Adam Silver claims the NBA can help relations between the United States and China, but how in the hell is that working out? Seems like the same corrupt government to me. Someone speaks out against them, and they're silenced. Not only are they silenced, they're possibly kidnapped. It's difficult for us here in America to imagine this kind of oppression. But LeBron James, other athletes, they have no problem calling out mythical oppression, all the while making hundreds of millions of dollars off the backs of people who were actually oppressed. If I were an Olympic athlete, I wouldn't feel comfortable competing in China. I know you've trained your entire life, but is it really worth risking your life? These people don't give a shit about you. Hell, they kidnapped or possibly kidnapped one of their own. You think they give a shit about your life? I saw a comment in the New York Times that the videos and the pictures of Peng Shuai distributed over the weekend only prove that she is alive. It doesn't prove that she's free. Well, she's not free anyway. She lives in China. Freedom does not exist in China. But that's who the media wants us to emulate. Be more like China. Yeah, you know what else doesn't exist in China? Happiness. Give me your thoughts on this story. Do you think this will be enough for countries to boycott the upcoming Olympics in Beijing? Sound off in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Click the notification bell to receive all notifications from the channel. Best way to contact me is by email at btlkc84@gmail.com, KC_BTL84 on Twitter. I'll see you guys tomorrow.